Welcome to this in-depth look at My Impact and how it can work for schools. We truly believe this is a great way for students to learn about sustainability and have a bit of fun along the way. Let me start with a quick recap of how the app works. The idea is the student logs their plastic saving actions. So for example here, if they refilled their water bottle, the app would tell them that this has saved 23 grams of plastic. This is combined with their total, and then they get a nice visual representation here. So if all the plastic they saved was in the form of plastic bottles and stacked on top of each other, they are almost 83% of the way to the height of a Brachiosaurus. This gamifies the process and hopefully entices the student to keep going to hit the next milestone and earn the next award. So if I look here at the last one I earned, was to the height of a giraffe, and they can share that on social medias if they wish and try and inspire other people. So now let me tell you about the community feature, specifically for schools. If I tap on the community button at the bottom, it shows you here that this student goes to Southdale Primary School. They have their own community. So if I tap on that, this is their exclusive community. Here is the latest tab, and over here is the details tab. When a student joins the community, the idea is they join a team. I have set it up here into year groups, but it can be set up into anything really. If you have school colours, you can do it like that instead. So let me go ahead and join a year. I'll join year 4. Now if I go back to my team, I'll be able to see my teammates. In this environment it will be students and teachers. And over here is our combined plastic savings. So this is a great way for the kids to combine and work together, have a bit of teamwork and, have a bit of competition with the other classes. Speaking of that, if I go to the leaderboard below it, this is a rolling leaderboard of all the teams. So it's never ending, it's just an ongoing leaderboard for them to keep track of how other years are doing and how the other teams are doing, and hopefully push them to do a bit better. If I go to the latest tab, at the top here is news. So this is news created by the school and relevant for this community. So here's an example of new recycling bins in the cafeteria. But it can be anything really. This is a private community, so it can be about parents' evenings, it can be about beach cleanup coming, it can be whatever you want that's relevant to the community. And there's more news here, if as much news as you wish. Here is a social feed. So this is a great way to engage the students in all things sustainability, but it doesn't have to be sustainability. It can branch out into whatever you want. If I tap on one of these comments, it just shows you how you can interact and you can like and so on. And another one example here is posts where they've put a picture. So it's a great way for kids to kind of show how they're recycling and reducing plastic. Now the leaderboard is great because it's ongoing leaderboard and they can compare between the teams. However, because it never ends, there's no real competitiveness. So therefore we've got these time-based challenges. Again, the school creates these challenges themselves. So if they have a specific event coming up, say for example Green Week, they can create a challenge just for that week. So if I tap on that, all the teams start from 0 and join the challenge. So for that week they can push a little bit harder, it kind of re-engages everyone to try a little bit harder. And this is a per capita challenge, if you will, because it takes the total plastic saved divided by the team numbers. So if there's a year with less students than others, it still keeps it competitive. And down here you can comment on the challenge and keep people, talking about how they're saving plastic and so on. Now not all kids have their own cell phone, but this can be installed on an iPad. So if there's a class iPad, then the kids can log their actions on that as well. Another great advantage is the school will have access to the data. So they'll be able to see how much plastic the community has saved as a whole. And this is something great to share with parents. Communities on My Impact for Schools is absolutely free. So if you're interested in creating a community for your school, please get in touch and we'll arrange it for you. If you have any other questions, again, please feel free to get in touch.